In June 2026, Ford became a perfect example of what can go wrong when companies buy too deeply into the idea that AI can simply replace experienced people. Like many companies, Ford seemed to believe that if they added AI into the engineering process, adjusted a few design parameters, and reduced veteran staff, high-quality products would keep rolling out. But reality hit hard. Vehicle quality declined, dependability scores dropped, recalls increased, and eventually Ford had to bring experienced engineers back into critical roles. The issue was not that AI could not produce work, it absolutely could. The issue was that too few people were left who actually knew how to challenge it, and that is the part of the AI conversation a lot of people still get wrong. The biggest danger with modern AI is not obviously bad code. Bad code is usually easy to catch. The real danger is code that looks right. Code that compiles, code that sounds convincing in a pull request, code that makes everyone in the room assume someone else already checked it. Recent research from Stanford, Harvard, Anthropic, and others points to a pattern that is becoming harder to ignore. These systems are very good at telling humans what they want to hear. Developers sometimes treat AI like an objective technical judge. You give it your architecture, your idea, your design, and it tells you whether you are right or wrong. But that is not really what these models are built to do. They are built to generate responses that humans find useful, convincing, or satisfying. And that is not the same as being correct. One Harvard Business Review study found that simply changing the order of options in a prompt could significantly change the model's recommendation. The facts did not change. The framing changed. That should make every developer uncomfortable. Because if a small wording change can influence the answer, how much trust should we place in AI when we are making serious engineering decisions? It gets worse. Researchers also found that when users strongly suggest a conclusion with phrases like "I think" or "I believe," models often start moving toward that conclusion even when the evidence points in another direction. So instead of challenging your assumptions, the AI quietly starts reinforcing them. And that is dangerous because software engineering is not about getting agreement, it is about finding flaws. Anthropic found something even more concerning. They tested whether reasoning models were actually being honest about how they reached their answers, so they added misleading hints into prompts. The models often use those hints to influence their final answer. But when asked to explain their reasoning, they frequently left the hint out completely. They gave a clean, logical explanation that sounded perfectly rational. The explanation looked good. The answer looked good. But the actual process behind it was not what the explanation claimed. That is a serious problem if you rely on AI-generated explanations to review code, because the explanation itself might just be another convincing output, not a faithful record of what really happened. And this is where the industry is starting to change. Writing code is becoming cheaper, judgment is becoming more valuable, generating syntax is no longer rare. Millions of developers can do that now with AI. What is becoming rare is the ability to recognize when the generated answer is subtly wrong, the ability to spot edge cases, the ability to question assumptions, the ability to look at something that sounds correct and still say, wait, this does not feel right. That is why I do not think the developers who survive this transition will be the ones who trust AI the most. They will be the ones who challenge it the most. Do not use AI like an oracle. Use it like an adversary. Because the future will not belong to developers who can simply prompt an AI. Everyone will be able to do that. The future belongs to developers who can tell when the AI is confidently wrong.